won't settle, won't sleep or stay. Signals live, baby, on the Palmetto Racing Network waves, where the roots run deep, gators bite, and the mean serpents play. Fumes and the engines louder than bombs. Only two things known to live long: champions, legends, stock car engine. The roughest, toughest bunch of motorsports, the wildest crowd you ever seen before. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Champions, legends, stock car engine. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Network of choice for the bold, for the free. Every roar, every voice on the air, on the screen. What they hear, what they know, where they've been, what they seen. Every turn, every burn, Palmetto carries the speed. Mean serpent, roughest, loudest, on scene, on stream. The roughest, toughest bunch of motorsports, the wildest crowd you ever seen before. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Champions, legends, stock car engine. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our broadcast this evening here for the Palmetto Racing League live at Bristol Motor Speedway for 100 laps of short track action tonight. Should be another action-packed evening. We're already experiencing some technical difficulties tonight. I apologize. We had a bit of a double feed going on, but we got it worked out. No worries. So let's go ahead and get that race info up for you this evening here as these guys get ready to take to the track. Take a look at what we are looking at here. This is the regular season race, week 28 for the truck series here at Palmetto Racing League. It is about 72 degrees out there at the track currently. On track temperatures about 70 degrees Fahrenheit even. And we'd also want to give a shout out tonight to our sponsor, Working Man Outdoors, for help making this thing possible as we get ready for some half a mile action out here tonight at Bristol. Go ahead and get that race info down. We currently got some drivers out on the track here. Going ahead and getting the some laps in, it looks like.
Nice lap, Chris. Thank you.
I apologize. Currently don't have anyone on the track currently. We got about a minute left of qualifying here. Let's go ahead and talk about our next scheduled race for the truck series here as next week. They will be heading to Kansas for 75 laps. They raced Kansas earlier on in the season toward the end of last year, October 4th to be exact. They ran 75 laps there then. That was a pretty good action-packed race as well. So they will have another 75-lap race again at Kansas this coming weekend, a week from today. And then the following weekend, they will head to Talladega for some more super speedway action. This league has really burned up Talladega here this season, no doubt. As we get ready to start this one off, of course, we will start you out with our grid up for tonight's race. As soon as the grid becomes available here, which I believe it is about to do so. And we have it available now. So starting off tonight, first place position at the pole, Christopher Mulkerin in the 4 there. Brandon Muir in the 33 starting out in second. Andrew Ziegler in the 12 machine starting in third. Dustin Spates starting in fourth. Aaron Vogt starting out in fifth. Austin Ziegler in the 9 starting out in sixth. Mr. Doyle Papa Tater Boyd starting out in seventh there in the 001. Aaron Martin in the 27 there starting in 8th, and Ricky DeRozier in the 11 machine starting out at 9th place tonight. So 9 drivers gridding up for tonight's action. We'll go ahead and get our short timing tower up there and our driver info box so you know who it is you're looking at here. If you got a favorite driver out on the track tonight, be sure to jump in the chat and let us know who is it you are pulling for as we get set for 100 laps of racing here tonight. Should be getting ready to go green here this time around. Take a look at some of the drivers out there on track. Been a little while since we've seen that man there, Dustin Spates, the 13 there, running with the wrong paint scheme tonight, or at least the wrong number anyway. Might need to check in with his crew chief on that one, find him a replacement. As these drivers get ready to go green here, pace truck is off now, and we're about to get this one underway. And they are off with an excellent start there from the 4 of Christopher Mulkerin. Trying to establish that lead early on there. Oh, a little bit of sideways there. See who that was. That was the 11 of, or excuse me, the 13
Welcome back, Dustin.
of Dustin Spates there, getting a little sideways on us.
Papa Tater, that was the recovery of all recoveries right there, sir.
Ooh, first caution of the evening.
Race car out of turn 2.
A little early on for a caution, but I guess things could be worse. This is Bristol. Let these drivers get their laps around here on this caution lap. Pay no mind to our timing tower there. I'm not entirely sure why it is saying this is the second caution. This is only the first caution of the evening. We don't want to talk anything up or make anything happen that's not there. I will apologize in advance. Sometimes it would appear that my my crew in production here maybe showed up a little intoxicated to work tonight. At least the cameraman is doing what he is supposed to tonight, keeping things focused on several different drivers out there. Right now, currently looking at the 33 of Brandon Muir there, who has had a pretty good start. Came into the season late, and he has been absolutely dominating. Won several races already. Is really starting to make a name for himself out there in this league, and yeah, he is definitely a force to be reckoned with there. So we see the 12 of Andrew Ziegler there just behind him. Switch gears a little bit here and go with our traditional driver info box. The 9 of Austin Ziegler there, currently in 4th place. As drivers get set back up on the restart here, get ready to kick this thing off. See if we can go some green flag racing for a bit longer than what we did just a minute ago. And they are off. Get a bit of a nose view there as the 33 of Brandon Muir dives down into the shoulder. Still green flag so far. Doesn't look like he had too much of an issue there. Lap 9 of 100 complete now. The 9 of Austin Ziegler tries to catch up to the 12 of Andrew Ziegler there, and the 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd coming up on him hot there. Christopher Mulkerin in the 4 there, keeping that commanding lead still. About a half a second of a gap there between himself and the 12 of Andrew Ziegler. Halfway stage at the completion of lap 50 tonight. Austin Ziegler now moving himself up to 3rd place currently. Lap 12 of 100 complete now. This one winding down rather quickly here at Bristol this evening. We'll take a look at our battle box. See the differences in laps here between the leader. As we look at a couple of different positions here. Battle for 3rd currently on the screen there. Austin Ziegler currently holding that spot with Mr. Doyle Boyd there. Just over a half a second behind him. '27 of Aaron Martin there. Back to the 4 of Christopher Mulkerin. Currently still holding down that 1st place position there. Got almost a second's worth of a gap there between him and the 12 of Andrew Ziegler. Nice lead for him starting this one off tonight. He is the fastest driver in the qualifying laps this evening. Gonna look to get out here and possibly try and get him a win tonight. We'll see some pit strategy come into play at the halfway stage at the completion of lap 50 here. Definitely looking forward to next weekend's race at Kansas for these guys. It should be a good time. Kansas was really fun in October to watch these guys run. is the 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd there, currently in 5th place. So we take a look at that battle for 3rd place again. Couple of drivers in competition here. The 33 of Brandon Meir, the 2 of Aaron Vogt there. Lap 22 of 100 now. 23, I apologize. Quarter of the way through this one tonight. Christopher Mulkeren in the 4 still keeping that lead by about a half a second there, fluctuating between a half to just over a half. Either way, he is hitting his marks here tonight. He is keeping it up front. The 13 of Dustin Spates there trying to gain on the 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd. Both drivers trying to catch up to the 2 of Aaron Vogt there. Running pretty clean and solid so far. I hate to talk anything up here. Like to keep it green flag for as long as possible, but these drivers are doing a good job of that so far here. And a quick shout out once again to our sponsors for helping make this possible tonight. The crew over at Working Man Outdoors and our guys over at VB Racing. Definitely appreciate having them on board and riding with us through this season. Midways through April now. Both Truck Series and Street Stock Series will be wrapping up in the 3rd week of August with the final race of the Truck Series season, August 22nd at New Hampshire. We will be declaring a champion, season champion for the Truck Series at the conclusion of that race. Currently leading our points for the Truck Series is the 05 of Chantel Pottle. She has been leading for several weeks now with the 2 there of Aaron Vogt running up a close second. Followed by the 83, who is also out tonight, Joshua Fix, 3rd place in the standings. Lap 36 of 100 now, fixing to be 37 this time through. So we are almost to the halfway point here. Be interesting to see how the pit strategy comes into play for this one. We'll keep the pit box up for you as that is getting ready to happen. It doesn't seem like that one's very effective right now with the pit box up. So we will keep that down. Use the other one instead. An interesting race tonight so far. Definitely seems like it's going to shape up to be a good one. 12 of Andrew Ziegler currently made his way up to second still. Trying his best to gain on the 4 of Christopher Mulkerin up there, who's now just over a second and a half thereabout. And again, if you are tuned in with us tonight and you got a favorite driver that you are pulling for, be sure to let us know. We do read the comments, and we are happy to engage with our audience who are watching with us at home, because much like our sponsors, without you guys, none of this stuff would be possible. Our cameraman here seems to be focused on Mr. Doyle Boyd there, as he is now trying to play catch up to the 13 of Dustin Spates. Lap 46 now is complete here. Oh, and a little bit of some bumping going on there. And guys, I want to apologize again for our timing tower there. This is only the second caution of the evening, and I do believe this is going to wind up being our stage here.
Lucky dog outside.
Not sure on the stage.
So this will be...
What was that?
Not sure on the stage.
Feel pretty confident in saying that this will be our halfway stage here tonight, as it is close to the...
Sorry about that one, fellas. 27 claims for future reference. I was trying to get down out of your way.
It happened so close to the halfway stage there.
I think we're going to assume this is stage. We're going to assume this is stage.
Christopher Mulkerin still holding down that first spot there.
Yeah,
First place position.
That Why did pit close?
It's 2 to green, how'd that close?
Yeah, I got that too, so don't go in.
So a bit of a technical issue here going on with the pits currently.
Well, that just screwed up a whole lot of things.
Sorry, I just got back in here to the PC. If y'all need to pit, go ahead and pit in. If it gives you a black, I'll clear it. I'm able to look at everything. If we need to extend so everybody can pit, let me know.
Yes, extend, please.
So the order of pit here got a little jacked up.
I do believe it got a little messed up there with that caution happening just before the stage was going to come out.
You are going to clear the flags, right?
May clear the flag. It should be open, but if you do get a black for going in, I'll clear it.
I'm pretty sure it opens up. Bye-bye.
So bear with us a moment, folks. Trying to get things straightened out here. Things got a little jumbled up as the halfway stage was set to
Josh,
come
if
out.
you can hear me, P1 and 2 haven't gotten the pit.
All right, I just added 2 more laps, so whoever needs to go in and pit, go ahead and do it.
Thank you.
Y'all handle your business.
Bear with us momentarily here. That last caution kind of got us a bit jacked up, as it did come out just before the halfway stage, and apparently has confused the iRacing servers a bit with the race control software and things of that nature. It's trying to close pits on these guys when they should have been able to pit. Normally would not do that, but I guess it overrode the system here and did allow for the pits to close, so guys were getting penalties. So track admin are trying to get that worked out so these guys can get their pit stops in. Doesn't really change much other than the restart order here, as you see currently on the screen. Did allow for Mr. Doyle Boyd there to move up to first place now, since the 4 of Christopher Mulkerin and the 2 of Aaron Vogt were both up front now pitting. So little bit of chaos going on here, but believe we've got it all worked out now, and we can hopefully get these guys back to green flag racing here shortly to finish this one
It's
out.
telling me to stay behind the 13, and there's nobody on the outside line. Should I go out there? You got cleared, or?
So a little bit of track confusion
It's
here.
telling me to let the 12 by, but I'm behind the 12 already.
Everybody is.
Yeah, it should clear up. Just give it a minute. It's probably because everything got jumbled up with the that caution coming out right at the stage, but we'll get it all worked out.
So track officials still working on the issue here. Looks like we're gonna semi be going back
Y'all are
green
going
here.
green.
Can you clear my...
So drivers are back green now. Lap 55 of 100 after
Josh,
having to
can you clear my black flag?
I
sorting
need cleared too.
that little bit of an issue out there. 2 of Aaron Vogt now currently in 4th place here. Mr. Doyle Boyd now in first. Christopher Mulkerin just behind him in the 4 machine there. Going to look to try and get his first place position back there. A couple of drivers battling it out. Trying to get up to that first place. So you see the 4 of Christopher Mulkerin trying to gain on the 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd there. Doing his best to get up front. Let's take a look at that leader here, leader battle here. As the 4 of Christopher Mulkerin goes to the outside. Fouls back in, single file just behind the 001 there. Gonna do his best to shoot around him at some point here, looking for a window of opportunity, and this may be it right here in the turn. Gets just on the outside of the 001, holding steady now. Gonna get the bumper right out just past, and for a brief moment there, he overtook the lead, and he shoots out past the 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd, reclaiming his first place position. That is the 4 of Christopher Mulkerin. Most of these drivers single file now. Everybody one behind the other. Not much room to work with here at Bristol, and I have had some feedback from the drivers from tonight's race and also from a couple of other leagues that I am familiar with, saying that they feel there has been some recent changes to the track at Bristol, and they can definitely feel them in these trucks tonight. So it seems like they are out there doing the best with what they have, and things look to be working out pretty decent for them here. As the Ford of Christopher Bulkerin almost has about a second of a gap there between himself and the 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd. Looking to comfortably pad that lead a bit. Try and ensure him a race win here tonight. It does look that it could go in his favor if he keeps this up. The 27 of Aaron Martin there. Driver's getting a bit jumbled up here. It looks like the 9 of Austin Ziegler having some net code going on, creating a bit of an issue there. Not entirely sure who that was that got into him. Looking at our event record here, I don't see.
Lucky dog outside.
He definitely made contact with somebody. I thought for a second there that it may have been the 12 of Andrew Ziegler, but I don't feel like that's right. I don't think maybe that was him. The 33 of Brandon Meir going to get his lucky dog this time around, get himself back on the lead lap here. I believe this is our 4th caution of the evening, not the 6th. Ignore that timing tower. That thing is, well, I feel confident in saying that it's being run by someone tonight under the influence, as the 9 of Austin Ziegler making his way into pits there with still having some netcode issue going on. There's the 11 of Ricky DeRozier, currently in 7th. Some drivers choosing to go through the pits tonight and get topped off during this caution. I mean, in all honesty, it's never a bad idea to take a pit stop when you can, especially under yellow. It's much more favorable to do that under yellow conditions than it is under green, especially at a track like Bristol. It's real easy to go a lap down here, and it'd be kind of interesting to see just how this race would fare without a halfway stage, especially if you wind up with a bunch of drivers that make it through the entire evening. Green flag there, still seeing some netcode issues from the 9 of Austin Ziegler, still blinking in and out here. There we see the 2 of Aaron Vogt, currently in 3rd tonight. Most of these drivers having themselves a pretty good run tonight here at Bristol.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Be interesting to see how we wrap this one up here now. Halfway done at this point, almost 3/4 of the way through the race. Just 30 laps to go now. And these drivers are green again. Christopher Mulkerin in that 4 trying to get a commanding lead once again now. Doing an excellent job on the restart there. I mean, I don't believe I could have timed that one out any better. I don't think anybody could have, really. It's a nice jump. There's a couple of drivers making their way up behind the 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd. All trying to get past him so they can make their way up to the leader there. So far, so good on this restart. 27 laps to go in this one. Two of Aaron Vogt there, now currently in third position as he gets just around the 12 of Andrew Ziegler. Looked like a little bit of a love bump there between the two. Both drivers able to hang on to it, though, and keep us green flag racing here. But we've got an incident with the 9 of Austin Ziegler and the 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd there. Let's see if that's going to create another caution for us, and I do believe it does, as everyone has kind of slowed pace on the track a bit.
Don't get why you didn't let me by there.
And that will be our 5th or 6th caution of the evening. I'm a bit thrown off by our tower. We do apologize for that again. Been some strange things happening tonight. Hopefully at the restart this time around, we will be able to take this one green flag racing all the way through the rest of this race.
Lucky dog on the outside.
As these guys get ready and geared up for the race next weekend at Kansas. I don't know about you guys, but I am looking forward to the race at honestly, Kansas and Talladega, I think, are both going to be great races. We've got a lot of great talent out here on this track. A lot of drivers who are very competitive and capable of winning a race here. And quite a few of them, I would say, that's just waiting on their chance to have some light shown on them a little bit. Been hearing some buzz and some talk going on around the league regarding a possible all-star race at the season conclusion in August. So maybe the first week in September, possibly looking at 2 all-star races where the top 5 drivers of the Street Stock Series and the top 5 drivers of the Truck Series issue an open challenge to other leagues out there for them to enter 5 of their best drivers in and see whose league has the best drivers. Something that they have been toying around with here, and sounds like a pretty cool idea in my book. This league here has got several really good competitive drivers from both series. And I feel like that could definitely make for some good racing and proving grounds for one league to say that they're better than some others. So I will keep you up to date as the news on that one unfolds. That's just what I've been hearing. So hopefully we see something come of that now as we go back green flag racing here with 21 to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway. This one is all but wrapped up. Anything can happen here in 20 laps. As the 9 of Austin Ziegler having a bit more trouble there out on the track. I think Netcode is getting the best of that kid tonight, unfortunately. Well, a little bit of smoke out on the track there as the 33 of Brandon Muir right behind the 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd there. A couple of drivers getting in tight, keeping everything in close knit here. Oh, and the 12 of Andrew Ziegler there getting a bit sideways, causing some commotion out on the track with 18 to go. I do believe that is going to trigger us another caution here. 6th, possibly 7th caution of the evening. Got just a little bit sideways there, and it looks like the 11 of Ricky DeRozier might have gotten hung up in that one as well. Hopefully nothing too crazy there, and he's able to still get out there and race. A couple of drivers a lap down now. The 13 of Dustin Spates and also the 11 of Ricky DeRozier, both a lap down. See if anybody gets that lucky dog candidate this time around. Couple of more laps getting ticked
Lucky
off.
dog coming on the outside.
So the 13 of Dustin Spates there going to get the lucky dog this time around. He'll be back on the lead lap. That just leaves the 11 of Ricky DeRozier, still currently a lap down. Get everybody all sorted out and back in grid up here. The 33 of Brandon Muir currently in third place. You know he is looking for another win here tonight. Couple of drivers missing in action tonight in this one. The 25 of Stephen Gall out. The 05 of Chantel Pottle. The 83 of Joshua Fix also missing. The 45 of Brent Grandpa Thompson. All of those drivers missing out tonight on the race at Bristol. It's the first time in a little while that we have seen the truck series with less than 10 drivers on the track. May have possibly worked out for the better though here at Bristol. Too many cars on the track can, well, I think we would have been seeing more cautions than what we have seen tonight.
Pretty hard.
So let's go ahead and change our focus a bit to our current leader here, still the 4 of Christopher Mulkerin, running that first place position and running it well, as I am certain we will be around the 10 to go marker here at the wave of the green flag. 14 to go. I was a little off. Still 14 will go very fast here as the 12 of Andrew Ziegler gives a nudge there to the 001 of Mr. Doyle Boyd. And the 4 of Christopher Mulkerin getting his lead back on, establishing a nice little gap there between himself and the 33 of Brandon Muir. About 0.02 of a second there behind the 4. 12 laps to go now. Make that 11. We are almost down to the 10 to go marker this time through.
My bad, Aaron.
The 4 of Mulkerin just needs to hang on to it for
You're getting good.
10 more laps here. And we have us another caution. Looks like the 9 of Austin Ziegler. Double check this here. Yep, the 9 of Austin Ziegler crashed again there, probably having some more issues with his net code. I would dare say it probably just be best if he went ahead and parked it tonight. He has not had a great night. Net code, man, we all fall victim to it from time to time, and it is a pain in the butt. Nothing worse than being in an official race about halfway through and getting kicked because you're having net code issues. Or you don't get kicked and it just comes out of nowhere as soon as you're entering a turn, and the next thing you know, when the screen comes back on, you're looking at the wall. I've had that happen as well, and that is not a fun experience. So 8th caution of the evening now, as it sounds like the 11 of Ricky DeRozier there getting his lap back. And it looks like the 9 of Austin Ziegler has went ahead and parked it for these last 8 or so laps that will be going green. Everybody back on the lead lap now, so all of these folks are going to be jockeying for position out here, trying their best to make their way up to the front. But I feel like they're going to have a hard time doing it between the 33 of Brandon Muir and the 4 of Christopher Mulkerin. These guys are going to run a pretty tight ship here. 4 doing his best to keep those tires warm. Keep that grip steady. Drivers getting sorted out now in a double file formation here this time through. They will look to go back green flag racing here this time around. Hopefully we will get to finish this one out without any green-white checkers. Things tend to get a little heated and tight when it turns into a 3-lap shootout, so at least these drivers will have a little room to work with if they play their cards right here. Keep things green flag the rest of the way. As we enter the last turn now, pit truck should be coming off, and it is. And these guys are back green flag racing now. Jumping back out front again quickly there, the 4 of Christopher Mulkerin with the 33 of Brandon Meir hot on his heels there. 6 laps to go in this one, 5 now. And I dare say it will be a battle between these two here. Both drivers looking for a win here tonight at Bristol. 4 laps now left. Neither driver wanting to give an inch here. Both drivers were very near in qualifying and practice times to almost close to a 15-second flat, with Christopher Mulkerin in the 4 there, the closest to 15 flat. So both of them very fast drivers here now. We are on our white flag lap this time through. One more time around is all the 4 of Christopher Mulkerin's got to do. And he will have this one in the bag unless the 33 of Brandon Meir can catch up to him. This one is almost over. I mean, he is just gliding around the track here with little to no problem. And that is going to conclude the race here this evening as the 4 of Christopher Mulkerin takes home a win here at the Palmetto Racing League Truck Series race at Bristol Motor Speedway. Oh, and the
Good job, Chris. Good race.
27 of Aaron Martin getting a little sideways there into pit entry.
Good win, Chris.
Thank you.
And he is going to burn the tires down tonight after this outstanding win by the 4 of Christopher Mulkerin. Thought he was done, but he is not. He is going to get it all in tonight, as he should. It is not easy to win a race here at Bristol, and he definitely he made it look easy, that's for sure. Technical difficulties and all, this guy made it happen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us here tonight. We hope you enjoyed the action coming to you live from Bristol Motor Speedway. As always, don't forget our Street Stock Series has their race coming up on Wednesday at Langley Speedway. And then again next Saturday, you can catch the Truck Series live again at Kansas Speedway. So plenty more racing action coming to you live here from Palmetto Racing Network. All brought to you by Palmetto Racing League. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evening, and we hope to see you again on Wednesday.